Welcome back for another one. Just some fun topics just to cut the monotony with everything that's happening that's just awful. But this year is the year of the snake. Chinese Lunar New Year started January 29th. On one hand, venomous snakes are associated with darkness. But in Chinese mythology, snakes are also known as little dragons, and the skin they shed is known as the dragon's coat, symbolizing good luck, rebirth, and regeneration. So that's what this year the snake's supposed to be. Good luck, rebirth, and regeneration. Shedding that old snake skin and getting your new skin. The snake also symbolizes the pursuit of love and happiness. Each year, what are the animals of the zodiac? Each year honors an animal based on the Chinese zodiac, the circle of 12 animals: the rat, the ox, tiger, rabbit, dragon, snake, horse. I'm a horse in Chinese. Goat, monkey, rooster, dog, and pig. Measure the cycles of time. Legend has it that a god beckoned all animals to bid him farewell before his departure from Earth, and only 12 of them showed up. The Vietnamese zodiac is slightly different, honoring the cat instead of the rabbit and the buffalo instead of the ox. What does the snake mean? Snakes are viewed with both fear and reverence in Chinese culture. On one hand, venomous snakes. Oh, I read that. Okay, dark. Okay, I read that already. This year, merchants in China and elsewhere are producing lanterns, soft toys, and other products where the snakes have googly eyes and goofy smiles so they appear cute and cuddly and don't scare away the young children. What are some beliefs and traditions around the Lunar New Year? One well known ancient legend speaks of Nyan, a hideous monster that feasted on human flesh on New Year's Day. Because the beast feared the color red, loud noises, and fire, people put up red paper dragons on their doors, burned red lanterns all night, and set off firecrackers to frighten and chase away the monster. To this day, the Lunar New Year celebration is centered around removing bad luck and welcoming all that is good and prosperous. Red is considered an auspicious color to ring in the new year. In many Asian cultures, the colors symbolize good fortune and joy. People dress in red attire, decorate their homes with red paper lanterns, and use red envelopes to give loved ones and friends money for the new year. Gambling and playing traditional games is common during this time of year. Ancestor worship is also common. Many Korean families participate in a ritual called char, where female family members prepare food and males serve it to the ancestors. The final step of the ceremony, called umbok, involves the entire family partaking the food and seeking blessings from their ancestors for the coming year. Vietnamese people cook traditional dishes and place them on the home altar as the mark of respect to their ancestors. And if you go get your nails done at any of these shops, you see they have a Buddha and they have food and all that to their God. They do. Some indigenous people also celebrate Lunar New Year this time of year, including members of Mexico. Members of Asian American communities around the U.S. also organize parades, carnivals, and festivities around the Lunar New Year, featuring lion and dragon dances. Oh, shoot. Fireworks, traditional food, cultural performances. In addition to cleaning their homes, many buy new things for their homes, such as furniture and decorate using orchids and other brightly colored flowers. Lunar New Year is also um, celebrated as a cultural event by some Asian American Christians and is observed by several Catholic dioceses across the U.S. as well as other churches. Each culture has its own list of special foods: dumplings, rice, cake, spring rolls, tangerines, fish, and meats. In Chinese culture, shan shu mian or long life noodles are consumed with a wish for a long, healthy, and happy life. In Vietnamese culture, bak choy, traditional dishes made from rice, are a must. Banana leaves are lined with rice, soft mung beans, and pork belly and rolled into a tight log, which is then wrapped into the leaves and tied up with strings. Koreans celebrate with tteokguk, a brothy soup that contains sliced rice cakes. Warm bowls of snake soup are also on the menu in some Hong Kong snake shops as the Lunar New Year approaches. The year of the snake is about shedding that bad energy. The year the snake has started, and the vibes are all about renewal and regeneration. Lunar New Year, which includes Chinese New Year, Shilo in Korea, Tet in Vietnam, begins on January 29th, kicking off more than 2 weeks of parties, customs, and feasts. The holiday, also known as Spring Festival, celebrates the arrival of spring and the start of a fresh year based on Chinese lunar solar calendar. Though the snake may get a bad rep across many Western cultures, the animal is actually a celebrate river sign across Eastern Hemisphere, and its year is expected to be one of the most positive transformation as people slither into new beginnings if they're willing to move on. It's all about shedding toxicity and personality and character traits. It's shedding the ego, letting go of the past, letting go of anger, letting go of love loss. This is the year where the kind of growth, personal and macro, internal and external, is very much possible. Leo said the snake is an auspicious sign for inner work, whether it's releasing unrealistic expectations of loved ones or getting rid of bad habits. The snake is matched. If you were born under the snake of this year, the year of the snake, you were born in 1941, 1953, 1965, 1977, 1989, 2001, 2013, and 2025. I'm a horse. It's most commonly associated with intelligence, resilience, and love, and people born in those years are thought to do whatever it takes to accomplish a goal. They are known to have this innate potential to be successful because they can think outside the box and they will endure and they will persevere. More specifically, this year is that of wood snake, with the wood element holding a profound meaning across the three major organized Chinese religions. In Taoism, the wood is a sign of returning to one's natural state or true nature, while in Confucius, it symbolized becoming a more polished person. In Buddhism, it's associated with letting go for growth. The positive qualities attached to the snake are anchored in two folklore tales. The story of creation of the Chinese zodiac, the snake was once a four-legged happy creature who became angry after other animals isolated him because of his appearance. Blaming the Jade Emperor for creating him that way, the snake's anger morphed into psychological changes, like growing fangs, and prompted him to snap at other creatures. Word reached the emperor, who punished him by taking away his legs. The heavenly ruler promised that if the snake won a race competition against other animals, which would eventually dictate the order of the zodiac, the snake could win a prize and potentially get his legs back. Though the snake didn't win, he placed sixth, impressing the emperor, and with his perseverance and dedication, the ruler made him one of the 12 animals of the zodiac. The race changed the snake's path in other ways. He learned how to control that anger, but because that anger was a part of him for so long, he had the yearning to go out, harm, and bite. When that happened, he would stay isolated and he would grow out of his old skin in order to let go of that past. The snake is also associated with love. In one retelling, the legend of the white snake, one of China's four main great forktellers, an immortal white snake disguised as a maiden falls in love with a man. The man dies upon discovering her true identity, which prompts her to steal from the tree of immortality in an attempt to revive him. But when she is caught in the act by the emperor who guarded the mystical tree, she explains that her love for the man spans thousands of years because he has saved her life in the past. They had this cosmic connection lifetime after lifetime. The emperor was so moved by the love story that he encouraged her to go and save her husband. For people that grew up with this kind of cultural landscape with these type of stories and folklore, the snake is a representation of love. So hundreds of millions have gathered for this celebration. The first new moon of the lunar calendar officially ushered in the new year in many ways on January 29th, marking the imminent arrival of spring and the first day of the year of the snake, which symbolizes good luck, rebirth, regeneration. People born in the year of the snake are said to be resilient, courageous, strong interpersonal skills, and leadership qualities. And the snake is considered to be the most tenacious of the 12 zodiac animals. So the new year is between, the new moon that associate with this lunar new year is between January 21st and February 20th. Mm-mm-mm. Shoot, 9 billion people are celebrating this. I was gonna do this, but I don't think I'm gonna do this part. I'm just gonna keep it simple. I'm not gonna do that part. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that part. Let me go. What date was this? Shit. Oh shoot. What date was this? So I can get to the. Okay, let me go here. And then I'm gonna be done. I wanna keep this, 15 minutes. I wanna keep this kinda, cause I'm tired. Okay, hold on. February 1st. Oh, here it comes. Hey, is that Darlene? You want to come up? Okay, here we go. Got it, got it, got it.
The 2025 Lunar New Year is here. After a busy yet fruitful year of the dragon, it's time for joy, reflection, and renewal. 2025 will be the year of the snake, which ranks sixth in the 12 zodiac signs and represents wisdom and transformation. If you were born in these years, you are a snake. People born in the year of the snake are often associated with being elegant, mysterious, and highly intelligent. The snake symbolizes healing and rebirth because of its ability to shed its skin and emerge anew. Snakes hold a high place in Chinese culture. In Chinese mythology, the ancestors of mankind, the two mighty gods Fuxi and Nuwa, are half human and half snake. Snakes are also one of the oldest and most used totems in China, and they can be found in many artworks and artifacts from ancient times. Some people believe that the Chinese ancestors created the image of the Chinese dragon Long because they worship the snakes so much. In fact, many people in China call the snake little dragon, showing love and respect. There are a lot of many tales related to snakes. The most well-known legend of the white snake tells the story about a white snake that waited for thousands of years, transformed into a beautiful woman who had a love affair with a human in China. And this tune.
Okay, let me get out of that. Why it's not playing?
Doubts and fears to afresh. So in this video, you discover what the snake ear symbolizes and how you can best use this energy to fresh start to make your changes easier and in the flow. So why it's important? This is crucial because as we face hormonal shifts, responsibility overload and career changes, it's the perfect moment to reassess our priorities, finding what's working and not working for us. We discover our passions and create a life that feels truly aligned. And that's where the snake comes in. So what the snake is symbolize? In Chinese astrology, the ear of the snake is associated with transformation, renewal, and rebirth. Sounds great, isn't it? It's a time when the energies are thought to be ripe for change. It's about dropping the old baggage, those nagging doubts and fears, to step into a more energized and lively version of ourselves. I like to think of the snake's ability to effortlessly slip out of its past. We can emulate this by letting go of what no longer serves us, whether it's unhelpful habits or outdated self-beliefs. What would that be for you? I'll never forget the moment in my high school days. I was sitting in a car waiting for my mom, and I saw this giant white snake climbing the branch right in front of my eyes. I was completely stunned, but not feeling like fear. I felt like some awe. When my mom got back, it was gone. And I felt like something out of the dream, but it was my real experience with the snake. White, beautiful snake. And I think that image of the white snake, like a glorious glow of white snake. It's like a kind of nudge from the spirit telling me it's time to drop what's not working and grow into something new and beautiful. So, as we aim to upgrade our lives in our prime years and shift gears toward new possibilities in health, career, relationships, how can you leverage this energy of this snake? I'm excited. I like to share my 3 tips. Number one, easy changes in 2025. So let's be honest, changes can be tough, and sometimes it feels like you're the only one struggling, right? But what if we could use the snake energy to see changes as natural, like even a part of our evolution?
Okay, she putting
Imagine
me to sleep. Yeah, putting me right on to sleep.
The 2025 Lunar New Year is here. After a busy yet fruitful year of the dragon, it's time for joy, reflection, and renewal. 2025 will be the year of the snake, which ranks 6th in the 12 zodiac signs and represents wisdom and transformation. If you were born in these years, you are a snake. People born in the year of the snake are often associated with being elegant, mysterious, and highly intelligent. The snake symbolizes healing and rebirth because of its ability to shed its skin and emerge anew.
I was
Snakes
falling
hold a high
asleep.
place in Chinese culture. In Chinese mythology, the ancestors of mankind, the two mighty gods Fuxi and Nuwa, are half human and half snake. Snakes are also one of the oldest and most used totems in China, and they can be found in many artworks and artifacts from ancient times. Some people believe that the Chinese ancestors created the image of this dragon, Long, because they worship the snake so much. In fact, many people in China call the snake Little Dragon to show their love and respect for the animal. There are a lot of Chinese folk tales related to snakes. The most well-known one is the legend of the white snake, which tells the story about a white snake that was cultivated for thousands of years, which later transformed into a beautiful woman who had a love affair with a human. There are songs, TV shows, films, even animes about this story in China. And this tune. Yes.
So the year snake is one of transformation, rebirth, and regeneration.
The snakes rose and grew 4 legs. Anyone bitten by the snake would quickly become paralyzed. The
Okay, I
2025
did that one. Yep, I think that is, yeah, that's it. Like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. Thank y'all. I just had to drop something fun because I'm tired of everything that's going on. I just wanted to do some happy things. Like, share, subscribe. Have a good night. I'm sleepy. I'm tired. Good night. Get up and go to work. Love y'all. Appreciate you. I really do. Thank you. Even though somebody hit me with a copyright, I had to take down that Jocelyn Hernandez. They the ones that said she smell. I don't know Jocelyn. I don't know if she smell or not. And they hit me with a copyright, so I had to take that down. And they hit one of my other videos. I'm like, I'm not even getting paid for this. I got less than 200 people. Boy, these, you know what? It's some really awful people on this earth. But anyway, good night, y'all. Appreciate y'all. And thank you to all my new